Hello, my friends. Good morning, everyone. I want to ask you something very simple. How do you start your day? Do you wake up happy? Do you feel tired? Or maybe do you press the alarm many times before getting out of bed? Today, I want to show you my morning routine in slow, easy English. You will learn how to describe your own routine step by step in English. I promise by the end of this video, you will understand how to talk about your whole day in clear, simple sentences. So, let's start together. My day begins early, very early. The alarm rings. Beep, beep, beep. I open my eyes. I stretch my arms. I take a deep breath and I say to myself, "Good morning, Sarah." Now repeat with me. I wake up. I open my eyes. I get up. These are very simple sentences, but don't underestimate them. They are the real English people use every single day. And when you say them with confidence, you already sound natural. Sometimes I feel sleepy. Sometimes I feel lazy. Do you also feel this way? It's normal, but I remind myself every new day is a chance to practice, to grow, to become more confident in English and in life. Before I leave the bed, I think about how I feel. I can say, I feel tired. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel nervous. These small phrases are very powerful because they connect English to your real emotions. And when you connect English to real life, you never forget. So, my friend, how do you feel this morning? Say it in English. Whisper it. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Remember, speak without fear. Mistakes are normal. Every mistake helps you grow. After I get out of bed, I make my bed. I make my bed. This action is small, but it gives me confidence. It makes me feel ready. Then I go to the bathroom. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I look in the mirror and I smile. Yes, sometimes my hair looks crazy, but I still smile. You can practice these sentences now. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I look in the mirror. I smile. Do you see how easy this is? This is real English for real life. Simple words, clear meaning. When I speak these sentences slowly, I don't only practice English, I also practice discipline because learning English is like living a routine, one step at a time, one day at a time. Maybe you sometimes feel stuck. Maybe you think, I study a lot, but I don't improve. I understand you. I also feel stuck in other parts of my life, but the secret is progress is not fast, but it is real. Just like brushing your teeth every day. You don't see the result immediately, but after some weeks, your smile is healthy and strong. So don't stop. Stay with me. Every sentence you repeat today is a step closer to your dream of speaking fluently. Now, let's practice a short sequence. Listen and repeat slowly with me. I wake up. I open my eyes. I get up. I make my bed. I brush my teeth. I smile. Perfect. Do you feel the rhythm? This rhythm is confidence. Every time you repeat, you are building your English muscle, my friends. This is just the beginning of my day, but already I feel motivated. I know that every little action, waking up, making the bed, brushing my teeth, is also a way to practice English. And today, I will take you with me. You will walk with me through my whole day, morning, transportation, work, and evening. You will see how simple English can describe every part of life, and you will discover the secrets no textbook teaches, the real English of daily routines. If this video makes sense for you, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really helps me to keep creating more videos for you, and every little hype you give makes a big difference. Thank you so much. So, my day begins early. Sometimes I feel tired. Sometimes I feel happy, but every day I feel grateful because I can practice English with you. Good morning, my friends. Let's continue the journey together. After waking up and brushing my teeth, my morning really begins. The morning is special for me because the first actions of the day create the mood for everything that comes later. Do you also feel that way? If my morning is calm, my day feels easier. If my morning is stressed, everything feels harder. So I try to keep my morning simple, light, and positive. And I will show you how to describe it in English step by step. The first thing I usually do after the bathroom is drink water. I take a glass of water. I drink slowly. I say, I drink water. It's simple, but important. You can repeat. I drink water. I feel fresh. Sometimes I also make a coffee. The smell of coffee fills the kitchen. I love that moment. I can say, I make coffee. I drink coffee. I enjoy coffee. You see, these are short, real sentences you can use every morning. Now, let's continue. After coffee, I prepare my breakfast. Sometimes it's bread and butter. Sometimes it's fruit. Sometimes eggs. It depends on the day, but in English, I can always describe it easily. I say, I eat bread. I eat fruit. I eat eggs. Or I can say, I have breakfast. Repeat with me slowly. I have breakfast. I drink juice. I eat an apple. These are the building blocks of your English small, simple actions. And during breakfast, I like to sit and think. Sometimes I check my phone. Sometimes I write in my notebook. And sometimes I just look out the window. You can practice with me. I check my phone. I write notes. I look outside. I see the sky. I see the sun. These are not only English sentences, they are sentences about your life. Do you notice how natural it feels? Because this is not a textbook exercise. This is your real life in English. And this is exactly how you start building confidence. Not with complicated grammar, but with real daily actions. After breakfast, I prepare to leave the house. I need to choose my clothes. Some days I feel confused. What should I wear today? A dress, jeans, a t-shirt. I stand in front of my closet and I think, I don't know. Do you also have this problem? Choosing clothes can take time, but in English, it's easy to describe. I can say, I put on jeans. I put on a t-shirt. I wear sneakers. Simple and real. While I dress, I sometimes think about the weather. Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it raining? This is very useful vocabulary. Listen and repeat. It is hot. It is cold. It is raining. The sky is blue. The sky is gray. These sentences help you talk about the weather, and they are perfect for conversations. Imagine meeting a friend. You can start by saying, "It is cold today." And your friend will answer. Small talk begins, and small talk makes you feel connected. Now, let's practice a sequence together. Slowly, step by step, I drink water. I make coffee. I eat bread. I check my phone. I choose my clothes. I put on jeans. I wear sneakers. I smile in the mirror. Wonderful. Can you feel the rhythm? Each sentence is short, but together they create a flow. And this flow is your daily English. I know that sometimes you feel nervous when you try to speak. You think, what if I make a mistake? What if I forget the word? Let me tell you something. It is okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Even native speakers, even me. When I learn another language, the secret is to continue to practice every day to repeat sentences like these until they feel natural, like breathing. Remember, confidence is not magic. Confidence is practice. And practice starts with your morning routine. Every time you say I drink water or I brush my teeth, you are not just describing your life. You are building your English muscle. And soon, when you need to talk in real life, the words will come naturally. Before I leave the house, I take one more moment. I look around my room. I check my bag. I put my phone inside. I put my notebook inside. I put my keys inside and I say, I am ready. I am ready for the day. Do you feel it? That small sentence gives energy. Say it with me. I am ready. My friend, this is how small actions make a big difference. Because your morning is not just about washing your face or drinking coffee. Your morning is the key to unlock confidence. And when you describe it in English, step by step, you transform your routine into practice. If this video makes sense for you, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really helps me to keep creating more videos for you, and every little hype you give makes a big difference. Thank you so much. So, my morning is simple. Drink water, coffee, breakfast, clothes, bag. But in these small steps, I feel progress. I feel connection. And I feel ready. Ready to continue my day. Ready to speak English. Ready to live with confidence. After I finish my morning routine, it is time to leave the house. This part of the day is important because it connects me with the outside world. I open the door, I step outside, and I feel the air. Sometimes it is fresh and cool. Sometimes it is hot and heavy. Sometimes it is raining, and I need my umbrella. In English, it is very easy to describe I go outside. I feel the air. I need an umbrella. These are short phrases, but they describe real life. When I leave home, I usually walk to the bus stop. I can say, I walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus. I look around. I see people. These sentences are simple, but they are exactly what you need to talk about transportation. Sometimes I am in a hurry. Sometimes I am calm, but I always practiced English in my head. I say, I walk fast. I wait for the bus. I check the time. Do you also wait for a bus or a train in the morning? You can practice English there too. You can look at the bus and say, the bus is late, or the bus is here, or even, I get on the bus. I sit down. I look out the window. These are the real sentences that make you feel fluent. When I take the bus, I usually think about my day. The bus moves slowly. I see the city. I see people walking. I see cars. And in English, I can describe everything. I say, I see a car. I see a store. I see a school. Very simple. And yet, it connects me to the world in English. Sometimes I don't take the bus. Sometimes I take the subway. The subway is faster. I go underground. I buy a ticket. I wait on the platform. I get on the train. I sit or I stand. Again, I can describe this easily. I buy a ticket. I wait for the train. I get on. I sit down. I listen to music. These are all useful and natural phrases. Other times, I just walk. Walking is my favorite. 公園 I walk. I feel free. I can breathe. I can think. And I can practice English sentences. I walk to work. I see the sky. I hear the birds. I feel the sun. This is not only exercise for the body, it is also practice for the mind. Every step is a sentence. Every moment is a chance to grow. Do you notice how all these small actions can become English practice? Transportation is not only about going from one place to another, it is about filling the time with useful English. Imagine this. You are on the bus, and instead of just waiting, you repeat sentences in your head. I sit on the bus. I look out the window. I listen to music. I go to work. This is daily practice, and it is powerful. Now, let's imagine a small conversation. You are on the bus, and someone asks, where are you going? You can answer, I am going to work. Or, I am going to school. Or, I am going home. Very simple answers. but they make you feel ready to speak with someone in real life. Sometimes people also ask, how long is your trip? You can answer 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, or it takes 20 minutes. Repeat this. It takes 20 minutes. This is a useful phrase because every day we talk about time. And what if the bus is late? You can say the bus is late, or I am waiting, or I am tired. These are honest, real sentences. You don't need big grammar. You just need words that describe your life. Let's practice a sequence together. Slowly. I walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus. The bus is late. I get on the bus. I sit down. I look out the window. I see the city. I go to work. Perfect. Do you feel how natural it sounds? This is the rhythm of real English. My friend, maybe you feel nervous when you try to speak English in public. Maybe you think people will laugh at me. But let me tell you, nobody is laughing. People are busy with their own lives, and you are brave because you are practicing. Every small sentence you say makes you stronger. Remember, speak without fear. Practice every day, and soon transportation time becomes transformation time. If this video makes sense for you, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really helps me to keep creating more videos for you, and every little hype you give makes a big difference. Thank you so much. So, this is my journey to work, sometimes by bus, sometimes by subway, sometimes on foot, but always in English, always practicing, because transportation is not wasted time. It is practice time, and with every step, with every bus, with every train, I move closer to confidence. When I arrive at work, my routine changes. At home, everything is personal and private. On the way, everything is about movement and transition. But at work or at school, everything is about tasks, responsibilities, and communication. And this is where English becomes even more important, because these are the situations where we often need to talk to people. The first thing I usually do at work is turn on my computer. I sit down, I open my laptop, and I say, I turn on the computer, then I check my emails. I read messages. I write messages in English. These are very common actions. I send emails. I read emails. I write emails. Repeat with me slowly. I send an email. I read a message. I write a note. These are small actions, but they describe a big part of modern life. Sometimes I have a meeting. Meetings can be simple or stressful. When the meeting is simple, I just listen. I can say, I listen. I take notes. I ask a question. When the meeting is stressful, I feel nervous. I can say, I feel nervous. I don't understand everything, but that is okay. Mistakes and confusion are part of learning. And even in a real meeting, you can practice English sentences like, I understand. I don't understand. Can you repeat? These phrases are short, but they are powerful. If you are a student, your routine may be a little different. Instead of checking emails, maybe you open your notebook. Maybe you listen to a teacher. Maybe you write down vocabulary. In English, you can describe this easily. I open my notebook. I listen to my teacher. I write new words. I study. Notice how the same structure works for work or school. Around the middle of the day, I usually take a break. At work, we call it lunch break. At school, it can be a short break. But in English, you can describe both with the same words. I take a break. I eat lunch. I drink water. I talk with friends. These are useful real-life sentences. Now, imagine a mini. You are at work. A colleague asks, "How are you today?" You can answer, "I am fine. I am tired. I am busy." These are short answers, but they work. The colleague might ask, "What are you doing?" You can answer, "I am writing an email. I am reading a report. I am studying for an exam." Can you feel how natural it sounds? This is the language of daily life. Sometimes I also need to make a phone call. Phone calls are special because you cannot see the person. You only hear. So it is important to use simple and clear English. I can say, "Hello, this is Sarah. I am calling about the report." Or, "Can we meet at 2 o'clock?" These sentences are practical. They help you survive in real situations. Of course, not every moment of work or school is serious. Sometimes I laugh with a colleague. Sometimes I ask a friend, "Do you want coffee?" And they say, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you." These small conversations are also practice. They may feel small, but they are the secret to fluency. Because fluency is not about big words. Fluency is about small, natural words used with confidence. Now, let's practice. A sequence of work or school sentences together, slowly with rhythm. I turn on the computer. I read an email. I write a message. I talk with a colleague. I take a break. I eat lunch. I drink water. I laugh with a friend. I go back to work. Excellent. Can you feel the natural flow? Each sentence is short, but together they create a picture of real life. My friend, maybe you feel nervous when you think about speaking English at work or at school. You imagine people judging you. You imagine mistakes. But remember, you are not alone. Everyone feels nervous. Even I feel nervous when I speak another language. The secret is not to be perfect. The secret is to keep speaking, to keep practicing, to keep moving forward. Every small phrase is progress. Every mistake is a step toward fluency. If this video makes sense for you, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really helps me to keep creating more videos for you, and every little hype you give makes a big difference. Thank you so much. So, work and study are not only about tasks, they are also about practice, sending emails, writing notes, asking questions, laughing with friends. Each of these is an opportunity to use English. And when you describe them in simple sentences, you transform boring tasks into powerful practice. That is how you grow. That is how you become confident. That is how you move from beginner to fluent. After a full day of work or study, I finally go home. This moment always feels special because it is the time when I can slow down, relax, and just be myself. The first thing I say in English is very simple. I go home. I walk to the bus. I take the train. I drive. It doesn't matter how I return. The sentence is the same. I go home. When I arrive, I open the door, take off my shoes, and breathe. I say, I am home. This small sentence makes me feel safe. You can repeat with me. I am home. It is simple, but powerful. The next part of my evening routine is dinner. Sometimes I cook. I can say, I cook dinner. I cut vegetables. I boil rice. Eggs. These are real verbs for real life. Sometimes I don't cook. I order food. I can say, I order pizza. I order noodles. I eat at home. These are also useful sentences. You can describe any dinner in English with just a few words. After dinner, I like to relax. Some days I watch TV. I can say, I watch TV. I watch a movie. I watch the news. Other days, I read a book. I can say, I read a book. I read a story. I read slowly. And sometimes I just use my phone. I can say, I use my phone. I scroll on social media. I send a message. These are short, clear sentences you can use every evening. Relaxing is not only about activities, it is also about feelings. At night, I usually feel tired. I can say, I feel tired. But sometimes I feel happy because I had a good day. I can say, I feel happy. Or sometimes I feel stressed because the day was hard. I can say, I feel stressed. All these feelings are real. And when you describe them in English, you connect the language to your heart. Evenings are also the best time to talk with friends or family. I might call my mom. I can say, I call my mom. I talk to my friend. I say good night. Small conversations are also great practice. For example, hello, how are you? I am fine. How was your day? My day was good. My day was busy. These are the types of conversations that make you feel connected. Now, let's imagine another mini dialogue. You meet a friend in the evening and they ask, what did you do today? You can answer, I worked, I studied, I cooked dinner, or I was busy, I was tired, I was happy. These are simple past tense sentences, and they are very useful. Do you see how easy it is to describe your whole day? Before I go to bed, I like to prepare for tomorrow. I check my bag. I prepare my clothes. I brush my teeth again. And I say, I am ready for tomorrow. This is a small routine, but it makes me feel calm. You can practice these sentences. I check my bag. I prepare my clothes. I brush my teeth. I am ready. Finally, it is time to sleep. I turn off the lights. I close my eyes. I say good night. This is the last sentence of the day, and it is a beautiful sentence because it connects us every night. People all around the world say the same words. Good night. Let's practice a full evening sequence together, slowly. I go home. I cook dinner. I eat rice. I watch TV. I call my friend. I brush my teeth. I go to bed. I say good night. Perfect. Do you feel the rhythm? This rhythm is not only English, it is life. My friend, maybe you sometimes feel alone when you study English at night. Maybe you think, I am tired. I cannot learn. But remember, you are not alone. I am here with you, and many people around the world are also practicing just like you. We are a community. We are learning together. And every night we can say, I practiced today. I grew today. I moved one step closer to fluency today. If this video makes sense for you, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really helps me to keep creating more videos for you, and every little hype you give makes a big difference. Thank you so much. So this is how I end my day. Dinner, relaxation, friends, preparation, sleep. It may look simple, but it is powerful because every action is a chance to practice. Every sentence is a chance to speak. Every moment is a chance to grow. And when I close my eyes, I feel grateful. Grateful for another day of life. Grateful for another day of English. And grateful because I can share it with you. Good night, my friends. Tomorrow will be another day. Another chance to practice. Another chance to speak without fear. Another chance to live in English. Sleep well, and I will see you in the next